Hi guys, Mrnewmobile here. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra release date, price, and specs. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. So we're a long way removed from the smartphone boom of the early 2010s, and handset sales have plateaued since the latter part of that decade. Phones in general are commoditized to the point where it's pretty hard to buy a bad one unless you're spending absolute bargain bin money. At the high end, you can throw a rock and hit an excellent handset, but that doesn't mean phones are boring. In fact, there's one area of high-end smartphone tech that's never been more exciting: photography. The gold standard for smartphone photography in 2021 is Samsung's Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's one of the best Android phones of the moment and has one of the best Android cameras, with a gigantic main image sensor that can pull light and color from areas that appear pitch black to the naked eye. Plus, the dual telephoto lenses at 3x and 10x can resolve more detail in faraway subjects than even the sharpest of human vision, but we haven't reached the technological limits of phone cameras just yet. This year, we're due to see the first 1-inch phone camera sensors, a sensor size previously limited to relatively expensive point-and-shoot cameras, surpassing even Samsung's impressive 108MP monster sensor. Besides bragging rights, and the added convenience of taking great low-light shots without resorting to night mode, there are some benefits of ever larger image sensors in phones. A bigger sensor can capture more light in a shorter space of time, allowing for quicker shutter speeds, which in turn can let you capture moving objects with less blur. So while a 1-inch shooter might be overkill in a lot of situations, it also gets you extra versatility in low light. Outside of brute-forcing better photos with superior optics, computational photography can also help small smartphone sensors produce phenomenal shots. The best example of this is Google's HDR+ feature, enabled by default on Pixel cameras. HDR+ intelligently exposes photos, and combines multiple frames into one great-looking image, then uses techniques like semantic segmentation to brighten faces and selectively sharpen certain areas. Google has also managed to eke more resolution out of its 1x and 2x cameras with a computational technique called SuperRes zoom, using the motion of the camera's optical stabilization to pull more detail out of a digitally zoomed crop. At the bleeding edge of phone photo processing, you have features like the Pixel's astrophotography mode, which uses computational photography to adjust for the natural rotation of the Earth when taking photos of the night sky. Though the Pixel maker still leads the way with its computational secret sauce, rivals are starting to catch up with Google in this area. In the coming years, expect to see phone makers with the necessary R&D budget to flex new and more impressive computational features like astrophotography. Periscope super zoom cameras are among my favorite new smartphone features of the past couple of years. Cramming a 5x, 10x zoom camera inside a device that still fits inside your pocket is a huge technological achievement. And the extra versatility it brings is a revelation. But current super zoom cameras, in fact, all smartphone cameras generally suffer from one basic weakness: they have a fixed focal length, and rely on digital crops when shooting at anything in between the native zoom level of each camera. This can become a problem when there's a big gap between your various zoom levels. For example, photos at 4-4.9x on the Huawei P30 Pro will result in blurry digital zoom pics from the main 1x camera. Bump up to 5x and things become a lot clearer as the phone switches to its dedicated super zoom. We also heard that Samsung AMD has announced that Samsung will share more details of its Exynos chip with an AMD GPU later this year. The new flagship SoC will feature ray tracing and variable rate shading capabilities. Samsung partnered with AMD to bring next-gen GPU architecture to mobile devices. Now, we may finally have a timeframe as to when we'll see the long-awaited flagship Exynos chipset with an AMD GPU. During her keynote address at the ongoing Virtual Computex 2021 conference, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su teased a few additional details about the upcoming Exynos mobile SoC with AMD graphics. AMD is partnering with Samsung on its next-generation Exynos SoC, which will feature custom AMD RDNA 2 architecture-based graphics IP that brings ray tracing and variable rate shading capabilities to flagship mobile devices. AMD noted its Computex press release, Dr. Su also announced that Samsung would share more details about the new 5G chipset later this year. Given the statement, Samsung may make the follow-up to the Exynos 2100 official within the year. That means we can expect the new AMD-powered silicon to run the Galaxy S series flagships that launch in the first half of 2022. Samsung had also previously confirmed that its next flagship Exynos chip, a follow-up to the Exynos 2100, would come with the AMD Mobile GPU. A recent report also suggested that the rumored Exynos 2200 chip with the AMD GPU could come to laptops as early as this year. It's too soon to say if the AMD GPU will bring about a big boost to the Exynos platform. However, graphics performance has always been a weak point for Samsung's chips, and we hope to see an improvement with the new partnership in place. Without being said, let me know your thought on the new AMD chip in the comment below, and if you are new here, please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Peace out.